B&J. We the new PB&J. We dropped the classic today.
This one took a while for me to gather all my thoughts on because it was just there's actually a lot to dig into with Run the Jewels 3, so hey. Run the Jewels are a hip-hop duo consisting of bangerific MCs Killer Mike and LP. They're fantastic. And even before Run the Jewels was a thing, they were collaborating with LP doing the production on Killer Mike's solo album, Rap Music.
I woke up this morning to a cop with a gun who told me that he looking for a nigga on the run. I thought for a second and I screwed my face.
But when Run the Jewels came together, they really showed that as a duo they had so much chemistry. With their first album, they just established so much potential, and with Run the Jewels 2, they just improved upon everything, and I mean everything, in every way.
True runner bitch, make the name stick, not for sale, but I'm taking payment.
Genuinely one of the best hip-hop albums of the decade, and I really do mean that. As a duo, Killer Mike and LP were just exchanging lines. I heard about the writing process. They only ever wrote the verses when they were in the room together, and when one couldn't think of an ending to a line, the other would say, hey, have this one. And that's kind of why you have them switching lines in the middle of a track, which is just so cool. With Run the Jewels 3, they certainly have released probably the most politically charged set of tracks yet. However, I do also believe it's their most fun and most playful album too. It is serious topic-wise, but in terms of how it's presented, it's still just filled with bangers that are just going to stick in your head all the way through. I love the beats on some of these things. Even though the album kind of starts off on a slow burner with the track Down, I still think that track is awesome. It kind of creeps up on you a little bit with that slow, unsuspecting rhythm.
I could have died, y'all. A couple times I took my eyes off the prize, y'all. I know a few.
And as soon as that's finished, it just explodes into Talk to Me, which just has these awesome shoegazy guitars during the second half.
What me worry now, buddy, I've lost before, so what? You don't care, I'm dirt, motherfucker, I can't be crushed.
Run the Jewels just spewing out some sharp wit with every line that just punches out, for the most part anyways. There are moments where I feel like the lyrics are a little bit too playful at times. They can kind of bring you out of the mood of a certain track. On the track Panther Like a Panther, Killer Mike does spew out this line that goes, I got banana dick, your bitch go ape shit if she hit it, which is so... You know, even for Run the Jewels, who have always been very playful with their lyrics, very humorous, adding that dash of humor to every verse, LP does it too with a line that says, notice me senpai, obviously doing it playfully, not being, it's not actually that cringe, but I feel like amidst a load of other serious lines, it can kind of feel a little bit, I don't know, just a little bit too unfitting. However, just because I said that, I wouldn't suggest dismissing all the other fantastic lines these guys throw into the verses. Like, one of my favorites is from Killer Mike, who says, choose the lesser of the evil people, and the devil's still gonna win. It sounds familiar, doesn't it? Yeah. Or on the track Hey Kids featuring Danny Brown, you've got, say hello to the masters. On behalf of the classless masses, we showed up, ski masks, picks and axes to murder asses. Lift up our glasses and watch your palace burn to ashes. Fucking fascists, who the fuck are you to give 50 lashes? Ooh! Oh! Actually, with that in mind, Run the Jewels actually bring up this idea of masters. The people who are in higher power. And a lot of Run the Jewels 3 is dedicated to empowering the people who probably aren't at that tier of people. They're probably like working class people, middle class people. And a lot of the songs here are supposed to ignite some sort of hope or energy or unity amongst those people, kind of igniting hope. One of my favorite lines on the whole album is on 2100. It's so simple, but it basically says, you defeat the devil when you hold on to hope. The closing track, Kill Your Masters, isn't literally talking about killing your masters or anything outrageous like that. Just like the track Hey Kids, it's kind of a cry out to people to get them more aware of what's going on with the people who are higher in power. Sorry, my thoughts are kind of jumbled on this album all over the place. I'm just trying to say there's just a lot to talk about. Collectively, it probably isn't as strong as maybe Run the Jewels 1 or especially 2. I mean, nothing was going to top 2, but I certainly say that it's my least favorite of the 3 albums here, but that's like not even I mean, that's not really a bad thing considering that every one of the 3 albums is still bloody fantastic. I still think that Run the Jewels present some awesome bangers. Like, I love that sample that opens up called Ticketron. Run the Jewels live at the Garden. Run the Jewels live at the Garden. Run the Jewels live at the Garden. Run the Jewels live at the Garden.
Party, run the jewels live at the Garden.
Live from the garden. Live from the garden.
And then you've got Kamasi Washington with the saxophone on Thursday in the Danger Room. That's so cool. I've always been really keen on Kamasi Washington's music ever since I heard his debut album, The Epic. I wish he had been given a little more room to kind of go a little more all out with a saxophone, but even then, I think his saxophone playing on the hook adds a real layer of just smooth tension. Is that like, does that work? It just feels tense, but it also feels smooth at the same time. I just love how it adds that richness to the hook.
But I guess I'd say I'll see you soon.
I see you soon.
But the truth is that I see you now.
I see you now.
Still talk to you like you're around.
Like you around.
I mean, I've just been waiting to get my thoughts out on RTJ3 for ages, and I do think that it really is good. You know, for now I'll just say this album is getting an 8 out of 10 from me. Run the Jewels 3, well done, didn't disappoint. I forgot to mention the track Legend Has It, which I kind of have to mention that track because it's an absolute banger. I mean, that's all I'll say, it's an absolute banger. I felt it was just such a banger that I had to mention it at least once in the video. So now that I've done that, we can finally end it. See you guys later.